Welcome back to Construction Simulator. We are hopefully closing in on the end of the hotel level. We are definitely climbing towards the sky as we try to finish this building. This is from the Prestige campaign jobs. So the campaigns under Prestige projects are here on the left, and we're doing the hotel. So yeah, we're up to doing some craning. So let's start the crane in motion. I don't know how far we'll get today. We've got a fair bit of we've got a fair bit of material still in the truck over there on the left-hand side. So, whoops! Oh, that was a terrible lift. That's way higher than it looks. Let's get that over and done with and treat that never happened. There's still a lot of form work. There's the red ones, which is concrete walls. So I'm kind of expecting to see us have to flood this concrete roof or floor. It will then have walls added to it. That's way higher than it looks. And then a lot of wood framework on top of that, the wood frame for the roof. So yeah, I think there's still a fair bit more to go here. Maybe probably this in the next episode. And then we'll get to move on to the next project. It's been fun to get this big project done. It's been great for our money and our skill points. There's 26 of these things to do. I was counting the bells then. I think I heard 3 or 4. So sunlight's gonna fade in a couple of hours. I think when I hear a 7 o'clock toll, I think that's when we'll sleep. We'll call it the end of the workday and move the time forward. This is quite a big building actually, from a footprint point of view. I think the concrete pump's kind of in the way visually, but we're going to need it in a sec, so I'm tempted not to move it. I think I mentioned this in a previous episode. I would really like it if there was a waypoint system on the crane where you could, like, say, much like you would in a RTS, you can use like Control 1 to number and set a waypoint, and then you press that number, and in RTS it would select those troops. But in this, move the crane to a particular waypoint. It's like you would record it there as a waypoint, and then maybe record something like over here as a waypoint. Oh, yeah, like a height particularly. And then, so yeah, press 1 to go down, then press 1 to lift it up. Oh, that's sideways. That'd be kind of cool to have. But that's how real cranes work. They have waypoints. So that way when they're particularly doing things like picking up a bucket of concrete, they know that they have to be in a very specific position to align with the concrete mixer. It's also a safety thing where they can avoid the edge of the building. That's the third chime. So it sounds like it's 5 o'clock. Yeah, this building's getting quite tall. But yeah, Construction Simulator Des, if you feel free to use that idea and put in waypoints for cranes, that'd be awesome. Another kind of level of realism. Eight out of 26. This is not taking too long, but maybe we're getting a panel in every 20 seconds or so. It will take a little bit of effort. We should double check our skill points. I don't remember if we spent all 14. I think we have been doing it along the way, but particularly before we start flowing the concrete, we should double check that viscosity is set to the max. Yeah, some days I kind of do the furthest away first. Some days I'm whatever. I think today is like I'm gonna do the closest first and leave the worst to last. Actually, it's more like based on the size. We'll just do whatever's the closest and easiest to do. I think we've got 1 or 2 levels of crane speed skill point, so definitely appreciating that right now. Actually, I'm going to check the skills. Yeah, we have none to do, and crane speed is maxed, and viscosity is maxed. Yeah, it's as good as it gets. Okay. Where's this go? My craning's not great today, a bit of practice. Missing the point a bit. Yeah, I think that church chiming was 6 PM. So we'll, when it hits 7, I think we'll change the time of the day. The shadows are getting a bit long and a bit dark. I just finished recording a farming sim video on the Silver Run Deforest series. Decided just to do a massive time lapse and to see how many trees I could get done in one whole day. So I logged from 8 till I think it was 6 PM in game time, and got a pretty good sizable chunk of the map done. I think I underestimated how many trees are on Silver Run on the map. I think it wouldn't be. I would be surprised to have learned that there's like 20,000 trees to log. So that series is. I mean, I like logging, so it's kind of fun, but I don't know if if I like logging for 200 hours. Hopefully, we'll get somewhere half decent after about 100. But yeah, about a third of the map's done, and it's episode 40. Well, that's 2 chimes. Alright. Let's change the time of the day. We'll go for the morning, and we'll get a nice long day of craning and concreting done. Nice morning light. My light was exactly like this morning in real life. Yeah, very similar to this. I was just looking at the horizon, the light level. It was a beautiful spring morning today for me. Despite the Australian accent, I am in America. Alright, is that 9 to go? It's quite a high lift actually. When we have to lift on the roof trusses, it's going to be quite a high lift. I love that view. That view is absolutely stunning. This is an absolutely gorgeous map, particularly in the morning like this. This hotel would have half decent view of the valley as a guest. All right. Get these last big ones done over here. Since the big ones are all at the bottom of the piles. I expect we're going to get 1 or 2 more elevator pieces. You know, if when we do the next campaign level, I'm going to miss that church. Hopefully we can hear it chiming away at a distance. I think it said there's something to do with the beach next. So is that what I read? So I don't know where that would be. Actually, I don't know the European map very well. I've never driven around it. I just dove straight into it and started doing the campaign. So it's completely unlocked, and I have no idea really what's on the map. So it's going to be a good. It's going to be fun to find things and discover things. Between episodes, I've been thinking about what I want to buy next. Like from an equipment point of view, what type of machinery do we want to buy next? And it's probably something like an asphalt thing, because we've got most of the things required to do hauling. We've got 2 trucks. We've got the concrete mixer and the concrete pump. We've got the crane. We've got a wheel loader for digging. I think we own a lever dozer for pushing dirt around, and of course we own the excavator. That's definitely got some use. So yeah, I think I think something to do with the asphalting's high up there. I think we even own the roller for dirt, but we don't. So the asphalt roller and the asphalt paver and the asphalt scraper, the one that picks up asphalt. An asphalt dump truck, maybe. But all those, I don't know if they pay for themselves, because they are relatively cheap to rent. And I don't know whether you're going to do enough jobs to cover the cost of them. So I think from a making money point of view, I actually don't know whether they actually justify themselves. In fact, I don't think actually hardly anything justifies themselves from a money point of view. Like the wheel loader is a good example. You have 150 grand, and that's like 50 loads of dirt. So that's like 150 scoops. Are you actually going to do 150 scoops of dirt with a wheel loader? Where you could have just rented it. But I suppose you've got to spend your money somewhere. Alright. Just going to park the crane over here to the left, out of the way. Let's get the concrete mixer pouring. Everything's set up. Awesome. Let's probably start. Alright, I need to zoom out a bit. Alright, so here, at 13 minutes into the episode ish. Let's see how fast we can do this. The goal is to kind of keep the head in the green section, if I can get it to green. That's the most efficient use of the... I think... I think that's the most efficient use of the head. How do I make it go? Up. How do I... It's really hard to pull the head in. I'm just going to leave that bit. It shouldn't matter. Just quickly pan across. I think the high viscosity skill point starts to kick in here. It allows you to pour a lot of stupid camera angle. Lets you pour a lot of concrete relatively fast. I get the feeling it's the speed that it comes out more than how far it, like the radius of the, I'm not sure if there's a radius thing of how far the concrete spreads out, or a speed thing of the concrete. Well, 28% already, that's not too bad. In 2 minutes, so maybe 7 or 8 minutes worth, the whole thing. I think I can move it a little bit faster. Quickly scan across here. Camera angle, stop it. How far can we reach? The answer is yes, we can reach into the corner. We'll hopefully get this done before maybe say noon, and then we can, I assume the red wall braces will need to get craned next. Probably a an elevator concrete thing will turn up too. Prefab concrete box. Squeeze up into this corner. Those camera angles are so, it's just the game automatically doing those camera angles. Yeah, it's just I have to adjust it so I can actually not have it back to front so my brain doesn't get confused. Oh. I count 11 bells that time, so hopefully we can set this arbitrary goal of getting this done before 12. 83%. We'll definitely need another concrete mixer load. $87. If I can no, I just can't get in that corner. It's just too close. Can we do this before noon? $95. It's where you can start YOLOing it, not be as perfect. 7, 8, 900. we'll just park this out of the way. Turn the concrete mixer off so we don't have to hear it turning. And let's get some red formwork. Oh, I'm gonna back that truck up a bit. Yeah, that truck's a lot emptier than it was. I don't see any more concrete on it, which is a good thing. So this wall should be the last of the concreting. Rotate this. There we go. Yeah, so after these walls are done, I'm pretty sure we can send the concrete mixer and the concrete pump back to the workshop to get maintenance done on them. I did notice that they are slowly wearing out. I know there's I don't know if it's per map or if it's per profile, but there's goals to use repairing at a gas station a certain number of times. 1 o'clock. Yeah, I don't know whether you get those skill points as an achievement for Steam across the board or whether it's per map. So if it is per map, we will have to definitely deliberately use gas stations for maintenance rather than our workshop. I'm finding good. Oh, that's a lot of pillars. Alright, that's going to be fun at a distance. Let's get the concrete mixer turning. I might try to do these close ones first since the machine wants to kind of be here. Three done. How many of these are there? There must be 20. So it's like 2%, maybe 3% per each. So that 2% would make 50. I think there's a lot. Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a job where I've had this many columns to pour. Will it reach? Barely. Yeah, I'm loving this Liebherr concrete pump. I was using the one that I think it's the Mac one that's red and yellow for all of my US campaign, and this thing is way more maneuverable, and I think it's got a longer arm. So I highly suggest you at least try it yourself. I'm guessing the woodwork that's coming is going to frame this out and make rooms. Oops, I didn't finish that. Are we even halfway there yet? 32%? No, we're not. .3 so maybe before 5 p.m. we can get this finished, hopefully. Definitely within the day. I would love for the last of our concreting to be done in this game day. Oh, big long paw. Come on. There we go. The music calmed down. It was quite loud before for a little while. And then it's just, maybe it's the nap time of the day. The concrete mix is lasting, which is good news. Alright. On the home stretch now, 57%. Alright, I gotta get this angle more in line with me so I can understand what's happening. Oh, come on. Every once in a while it touches the side of the column and just won't let go. I'm going to swing over here because I think it's kind of the same distance. Have I mentioned that I'm not a fan of doing this? I'm just not very good at it. These columns are just a little bit too finicky. Well, that was a good one. Yeah, if that green ring didn't exist, I don't think I could do it. It's really hard to line it up. There's a whole lot there in the middle, at roughly the same swing distance. So I'm just going to quickly swing over them. Oh, this whole area hasn't been done. This looks like a corridor down here. 83%. PM. Will we be able to do this before 6? I don't know if I filled that up. Yeah, I don't think I did. %. Very, very close. Maybe 2 or 3 more. I think we'll be able to skip one. There's one to our bottom right, out of view. 100%. Yeah, so that one and that one were both skipped. I'm just going to look at the job. I'm pretty sure we are past the... Yep, it's just the roof up to here. So we can reset this guy, turn on drive mode, jump out, and we can return this guy to the store. And the same thing goes with a concrete truck. That selling sound is just the sound of the concrete being sold back. So we can straighten this out a bit. We'll leave it on the road so that way if it wants to spawn the roof tiles, if it's possible. The roof truss, I should say, not tiles. But all those red things I think are tiles. Right, I'm gonna, where are we? This truck can go back to the store, so can this one. Alright, and let's get these elevator concrete prefabs done. Only one of them. Alright, we're at 33 minutes. Definitely should be able to finish this today. Yeah, I've enjoyed this job. It's lots of digging, lots of concrete. And I think we're about to do a whole lot of woodwork. I'm intrigued to know, I've never done tiles before. I've never had a situation. The US doesn't tend to have maps which have tiles on them. All the roofs tend to be big steel sheets. Prefab wood. No, it just arrives on site. We don't have to go get it. Should we do it? I was just debating whether I should do it in the next day, but I think the light's okay. I think we can see what we're doing. We'll do these 2 pieces and then maybe change the day. How good does that look? This music sounds very inspired by Top Gun. Not anymore, but that first bit did. It's kind of like the aircraft carrier launch sequence at the start of both Top Gun and Top Gun Maverick. Alright, I'm going to jump out and change the time of the day. I'm going to go straight to noon. I think we'll be able to do it in a couple of hours. Quick drink break for me as well. I'm guessing everything on the truck is what we're going to need up here. I was thinking about moving the truck forward, but the swing distance into the site is a bit of a concern, so I think having a bit of space is not the worst thing. Yeah, that front wall's kind of in the way. Yeah, I think this is going to empty the truck. Yeah, it's been good, a good campaign level. I've enjoyed this one. Lots of variety. I'm struggling to see where my drop point is. Yeah, out of everything we could have done, I think it's been a fantastic one to start the series. Lots of money, lots of skill points. Whoops. Definitely puts us in good stead for future missions. We basically don't have financial problems now. Yeah, it's been really good. I like the episodes where they have landscaping at the end. This one doesn't look like it's got it, but it's kind of cool to do the entire story, where you put down trees and dirt and stuff like that at the end. I'm not sure what we're going to do with these materials. I assume there is a staircase there, so we could have to walk up there and unpack them. And I've never done tiles before, so I don't know where we're going to crane panels of tiles into position. The long beams make sense. That's about making roof trusses. I'm kind of glad we didn't, as much as the truck got overloaded, I'm glad we didn't deliver it to the site, because that zone's way too far away to be friendly. I think it's been much easier to have them on the truck. Two more tiles and two more wood beams. And then this stage is complete. Stage K, 89% will be complete. Two o'clock. Yeah, the game's looking great. The way they've done shading in the light, absolutely fantastic. Props to the devs. Looks fantastic. Rotate this. Alright, one to go. Just thread the needle here and get it onto this pile. the wood frames, clear the construction site. So let's try to do this in a way that we can see what's going on. Oh, I actually have to dismantle the crane. So let's why won't it let me do that? Sometimes you have to walk. Oh, you have to be out of the area. Dismantle. Speak with. Oh, that's it. Oh, they did everything for us. So let's. What are we doing? Let's put this back in the store. And let's finish this off.
It's just as I imagined it would be. This hotel marks the first step towards enticing affluent visitors here. It has a view of the city and the perfect location over the city's most exclusive residential area. It's an exhilarating feeling, and for this single moment, I am satisfied. But don't get too comfy. I have even bigger plans ahead.
Job complete. That's a good looking hotel. I like that. I would stay there. Just have a bit of a look around. See this where this let's see where this ramp goes. Does it go to an underground car park? Well, that explains the kink in the wall that we that's where we dealt with. We put the dump truck right there. Well, that's a tiny little gate. Not very tall. That would definitely be problematic for some cars. Just jump up on the wall here. Yeah, nice view. Oh. Well, with that, I think we've come to the end of the episode. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. And we will see you next time as we work through the Prestige campaign levels. Thanks for watching.